This is One on One. Public Television family is proud to welcome John Larocchia, who is the founder and president of Laughter Saves Lives Foundation. How you doing?
Great. Great. Thanks for having me.
It's an honor. You served 21 years in the fire department.
21 years with the
York City.
FDNY, retired in July 2008.
And so, were you always funny?
You know, that's a great question. No. Yes and no. At the firehouse, people would say, oh, you're a comic? I mean, there's so many funny guys in the firehouse that I would just sit back and watch them and then use it on stage and get paid for it.
Their material.
Yeah, they're doing it for nothing.
You didn't give them credit.
No.
Oh, okay.
I told them I was using it, though.
After the fact.
Yeah. But
So what happened? So you got the comedy thing going, you're watching your other friends, and then Laughter Saves Lives comes in where?
What happened was I was always doing stand-up before 9/11, stand-up, and we lost a third of our firehouse on 9/11. 19
Queens?
guys. Yeah. Hazmat 1, Squad 288. Right off of the Long Island Expressway there in Maspeth. So I lost my partner who I was doing a radio show with at the time, Tom Gardner. Yeah. Funny guy, smart guy, strong, great fireman, everything that I really
tight.
Was not. Yes.
You guys are tight.
Yes, very tight. We did a radio show together.
Is that you guys?
That is us. That's my man. He's still looking down at me saying, you still suck. So I decided, how am I going to, you look in the mirror and everybody's going, never forget, and that's great. But what are you going to do? If I don't remember these guys, who's gonna? If you didn't work with them. So I do comedy. They made me laugh. Why not make people laugh in their name as a way to remember them, raise money for cool charities in their name. We put some money in the foundation, and I used that to help firemen and now some cops who were struggling due to a tragedy in their lives, who are not in the spotlight. They're not in the papers. They're not in the news. They really need some money. And that's where we're at. We're trying to land some large sponsors, but that's how I got started.
How'd you come up with the name?
It flows, right? Laughter Saves Lives. I actually had to wait. The banking commission would not let me use the word saves. I had to wait and get that approved. Somebody goes, well, use something else. I go, no, I love the name. And then we have the little character. That's the Johnny plug, JP, the laughing fire hydrant. That's our logo.
Did you always want to be a fireman?
No, I'm one of those cases where I talk about this in my comedy act. People want to be a fireman. Why? They're brave, right? Their father was a fireman, their uncle. I took the fireman, I say this in my act, I took the fireman's test for the benefits.
You did not.
That's a good reason
You're
to
going to put your life on the line, go in a burning building.
Good dental.
Good dental? What is wrong with you?
No. I actually took it. I didn't know what I wanted to be in my life. And somebody said, John, you're physical, you love people, become a fireman. I go, I'm afraid of heights. I can't handle smoke. I'm not too brave.
Other than that, you're qualified.
But Steve, let me tell you something. It was the best thing I ever did in my life because I overcame. I never went away to college camp. Now I'm thrown in the fire academy for 3 months. I got to climb ladders. I'm afraid of heights. I got to do all these things that made me a better man, made me a better person, and I'm very proud of what I did and the guys that I worked with.
How did 9/11 change you as a man?
My life started over. My life ended, I say, on 9/11. The person that I was ended. And now you have a choice. What are you going to do with your life? You're going to sit there and say, it should have been me. I should have been working. We had to change the schedule, and we lost the whole company. The whole company we lost. 11 guys in hazmat. So you could sit there and go, well, poor me, or oh my God, it's terrible. Or you can move forward and do something about it. And this is what I chose to do. Hey, if I get up there and I don't do anything to remember them, they're going to kick my butt when I get up there. Their kids don't have a father. 45 kids in my firehouse lost a father.
45.
45. And I know a lot of the families. They come to my shows now. I make them laugh. It's awesome.
How much do you think about you guys?
I'm not going to tell you I think every day. I keep busy, whatever, but I think about them a lot. Especially when I see their kids. I'm on Facebook with their kids. I keep in touch with their kids. They come to the shows. I started a new radio show, Monday night, Laughter Saves Lives radio show. My first guest was the daughter of Dennis Scalzo, one of our guys we lost on 9/11. It's important to me, every show, to have somebody on because that's what I'm trying to do. Never forget them. And it's just another way.
How is it that, in your comedy, you do not use profanity?
It's not me. It's not me. I watch comics that are pretty dirty, love them, funny, hysterical. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And people didn't believe me. And people say, well, how dirty are you? I go, well, my 11-year-old daughter has seen my whole act. I mean, she has a disgusting mouth, but she's seen my whole act. But
she doesn't really.
I'll talk about adult topics.
He's doing shtick on me now.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about adult topics. I'll talk about adult topics, but it's not me. It's just not me.
It's interesting. You spent those years in the fire department, and you had these relationships with these guys, and it's impossible to even comprehend what happened.
Still can't.
But you made this decision to you get to this path, and I often say that attitude is a choice. You chose this attitude. You could have said, not only why me, why them, why this, you chose to do what you're doing right now.
I don't think I have.
Was there no alternative? Was there no alternative? I don't mean to put it that way, but did you really have no choice?
To me, in order for me to live and be happy, I have no choice. This is what I have to do. I struggle financially some months. My wife's like, you're putting all this time into this foundation. You're not making any money.
That money goes to, you're not, hold on for interrupting. That money you're raising goes to the charities.
I'm not, now listen, I'm not drawing a salary right now from the foundation because we don't have a major sponsor. I would love to do it full time. Hey, all these foundations, people, a lot of the big ones, people draw a salary.
You're not.
I can't afford it yet. We don't make enough money.
The money goes to certain charities to help those who are still struggling from 9/11.
I'll give you an example. Two examples. We try to help emergency responders who are not in the spotlight. We had 3 cops that died recently in New York City. Terrible. It's all over the news. The money comes rolling in. A 30-year-old girl from Connecticut.
A few seconds, go ahead.
Firefighter, just diagnosed with ALS, 30 years old, 2 kids. Not in the news. We sent her a check. Hope you feel better. This is in memory of my guys. And that's what it's all about. That's what we try to do. Make people laugh.
Laughter does save lives, and I can't believe they gave you a hard time about taking that name because not only does laughter save lives, but you're making a difference every day in the lives of a lot of people. We appreciate the service to the city, and we appreciate what you're doing for your brothers and their families.
Well, thank you for having us on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Steve.
Keep it up.
Thank you.